I lost 180 pounds, and during maintenance, some of the weight came back. This series documents losing 20 pounds realistically without panic, punishment, or starting over. I always tell you all, and I always track it on my tracker, but I don't show you guys. So this is our nightly ritual before we go to bed. Miss Callie, put a lid on her bowl, and then you. That's it. And I put on the dog door and we go to bed. Alright, y'all, let's also do a weight check. I stepped on it, that's why I wanted to show y'all what it said. $174.6. Go, Terry. Here, I'll even zoom in this way. 174.6. That's the lowest since the holiday weight gain. So that, let's see, we started at 182. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're down 8 pounds. Cut you out. I ain't changing nothing, y'all. I'm doing good. We can't talk long, but did y'all see that scale? I'm so excited. Oh, I was about to say, my check engine light's on. What's wrong? Duh. I already found out it dealt with that drama last week. Anyway, so I am 2 pounds away from where my top was for 2 years. So I reached my maintenance goal. I reached my goal weight in the fall of 2023. And I think that's when it was. Anyway, I think it's 2023. Hang on. Well, dang, I was wrong. 2022. All this time I've been thinking it's been longer away. That's terrible. It was November of 2022 I reached my goal weight. And so I maintained 160 until, really, that makes sense, for 3 years. Because it was Christmas of 2025 when I just let everything go. So I was between 160 and the high was 172 in those 3 years range. So yeah. And so I would like to be 160 again, in that range again, because that puts me right in the middle of overweight by the BMI scale. Now, some people are going to be like, oh, BMI is outdated. It's not real, blah, blah, blah. I'm okay with that. The reason why I want it is one of my dear friends is a gym rat. She's a fitness, always working out, always doing that intensive stuff, jumping around, lifting weights, all the things. And she's considered overweight because she's muscle. Now, I'm not muscle. And so I am okay being considered overweight. I don't have to be in the healthy range, which is like 140. I'm okay with that. I mean, it would, sure, everybody would love to get to really super whatever their dream is. But me, my goal is to be right in the middle of that overweight category. And I was there, like I said, I was there for 3 years, hovering around it for 3 years. But yeah, so that's why, that's just so we know, that's the weight I want to get back to. So, man, so I guess if I'm 174.60, I'm 14 pounds away now. I'm excited from that. All right. Well, anyway, I guess I was up 22 pounds, but we ain't. Anyway, yeah, I'm 14 pounds away from my goal, and I ain't changing nothing. Yay! Guys, they needed me at the 8 o'clock. I was signed up for 8 o'clock, and they needed me for the 10 o'clock service. So I didn't go to church. It's 11. They're having the 11:45 service. I told y'all Mom's out of town. But anyway, so I'm going to go eat with Angie. But she's passing out the little pamphlets. So there's not going to be any Jesus or Judy today. But we'll chat a little bit later. But I just wanted to let you know, I did kids' church at 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. I'm doing it again next week. So the Jesus part will... I can tell you what we talked about at kids' church, though. So I'll tell you that. I don't know where we're going to go eat, but I'll show you what I get when we do. Okay, guys, we came to a place called Logan's Steakhouse. And I ordered what did I always get? I usually get roadkill at Texas, but at this place it's called chopped steak. And it comes with onions and mushrooms. And then I got a house salad and broccoli. I'll show it to you when it comes out. Okay, guys, there's my house salad with blue cheese dressing. Looks delicious. Okay, so this is my chopped steak with onion mushrooms. They serve it on mashed potatoes. I thought since I chose two sides, I didn't get mashed potatoes, but I did. And there's my broccoli, so I haven't had a roll yet. So, yeah, I'll talk to you when I'm done, see if I eat all I might eat potatoes. We'll see. I did not eat my mashed potatoes, so I did take one bite. Definitely, I'm glad I didn't eat them. Would have been a waste. Logan Steakhouse. I had to go bathroom. Where's the women's? Right there. I ain't gonna take you in. Y'all, I definitely ate all my salad and all the broccoli. There was probably enough broccoli. It was probably like 4 things of broccoli and my salad. Y'all, that chopped steak, it looked like about a 1/4 pound burger patty. Don't get me wrong, it was good. The corn flabbing, that was ridiculous. That was I had to eat my veggies on that one. Anyway, it was good. It was good, but no, that's a big fat, I had to eat my veggies on that, but it's all right. It ain't gonna kill me. Veggies didn't get me fat. You know what did? Overeating. That's what made me obese. So, but I do feel my left foot starting to swell, so I'm gonna take these shoes. I need to put I really like these tennis shoes, but they're the kind you slide your foot in, and so I've got a shoe stretcher in there somewhere. I'm gonna see if I can find it, see if I can stretch my shoe. We'll see. Anyway, all right, bye. I don't regret eating the veggies. That's a piddly little chopped steak. Look what I did. So I did my freezer clean out. And I had this all written out on a piece of paper. And so I ordered this little magnet from Amazon. And it's a dry erase board. So I'm just going to go based off these numbers. And then tonight, whenever I pull something out and add something back, I'll just take my little finger, because it's probably going to be these two right here the most. And I'm going to go ahead and change that 20 to a 19. So that's kind of my plan, is so I can kind of stay on top of things. And if I bring anything else in, I'll add it. But this is a magnet, just a really thin little magnet. So this can kind of help me stay on track of what I have, what I might need, what I might not need. So this will just be a way for me to kind of stay on track of what I have in my house. So whenever I get steaks again, I'll count them and change that number. So I just think it's a nice way to stay organized. Well, I'm back in my humble abode, and I'm going to log and see if, I don't know what the time frame that church stays on, like after it's been live, but there is one still up. So I am going to watch that while I eat my supper. So, I think, is it muted? I don't know. Anyway, so I can't tell you what church is about. I know kids' church was about Joseph, how his brothers they put him in a well and they sold him because his dad loved them more, and he dreamed about the wheat, the sheaves of wheat, the bushels of wheat, and how the bushels of wheat bowed down to 1 bushel of wheat. 11 bushels of wheat bowed down to 1 bushel of wheat. And then we talked about how his father gave him a coat of many colors. And so that made his brothers not like him. And then, so they sold him off. Okay, we're having steak, and I've got some of that sofrito on it. So his brother sold him off, and he had to walk all the way to Egypt. But he was with God, and God was with him because he believed in God. And so God gave him the gift of dreams. And so he went to Egypt as a slave, and he worked as a house slave for Potiphar. And let's see, this is butterscotch and snickerdoodle. He worked for Potiphar as their slave, and then his wife tried to put him in jail saying that he made advances at her, but he didn't. So, that's a good combo. Snickerdoodle and butterscotch. So he went to jail. And while he was there with the, I got some electrolytes. I don't remember what flavor. It's just my electrolytes right now. And I think fruit punch Zevia.
Hey everyone, whether you're part of our CP.
Anyway, so it was good. So but they talked about how when that wife told her husband that Joseph was trying to make the moves on her, Potiphar threw him in jail. While he was there, he met the cupbearer for the king. And while they were in there, the cupbearer had a dream. And so he told Joseph about it. And Joseph said that meant in 3 days he was going to get out and he would get his job back. And sorry. And he said, but don't forget me when you get there. And so they talked about how we need to have a mind of truth and a voice of hope. So, and they also talked about, he showed a picture of a double-edged sword, how both sides are sharp. And he talked about how, we need to watch what comes out of our mouth because we should only say good words and nice things to people. And he used an example of the lady. He was like, those shoes are ugly. I would never wear those shoes. And then later on, he's like, he said something about, that outfit is awful. It looked like everybody else's jeans and a t-shirt. So he was just saying these things. He's like, you see how mean those things are? He said, we can't do that. So anyway, so it was good. Just talked about how with using our tongue, our mouths, to speak hope to other people. So, all right, I'm going to let you go. I love you. And that's my supper. And I'm going to watch church now before it takes off. And then they're not able to, how do I say it? Because what happens is it goes on. Did I get my mail a while ago? Oh, something coming. Oh, yeah, I did. Shut up. I'm all Anyway, so when you record a live video, it stays up for a certain amount of time, and then it goes off. So then they have to upload a service. So anyway, so that's why I want to catch this before it gets kicked out, and I can't watch it because I want to watch it today since it's Sunday. All right, bye.